Hi, my name's Angela Pittenger. I'm the Arizona Daily Star's Sensible Mom, and this is James Supp. Thanks for coming in today, James.
Oh, thank you for having me.
No problem. You might recognize James from Antiques Roadshow or the What's It Worth event here in Tucson, which is hosted by the Assistance League. And I brought him here today to talk about how to identify treasures at thrift shops or yard sales and things like that, which is kind of his expertise. So James, why don't you tell us what are some things we should be looking for? Like if we're at a thrift store and we're trying to look for things to resell, what things should we look for to tell if it's worth money or not?
Well, one thing is it's kind of difficult to just walk in and go in cold and suddenly know everything there is to see at a thrift store. So what you want to look for is things on the object itself that help you out, like any sort of markings, any sort of labels. If it's in a box, things like that would help you identify where the piece came from, especially like on pottery. It have marks on the bottom that can help you tell where it came from, when it was made, and you can go online to kind of research that and find out how much things are worth that way.
Okay, so it's probably a good idea to bring a smartphone or something.
I highly recommend it. Having the internet at your beck and call is one of the handiest tools you'll ever have when you're thrift shopping.
Awesome. So when you're on your phone or whatever, where are the best places to go to look for those things?
Well, there's lots of fan sites for like silver. There are plenty of sites that'll give you all the listing of different marks you could find on silverware or on silver plate. And then there are places that'll tell you all about the different marks on Roseville pottery. So that's one place to look, but never discount eBay. eBay is a wealth of knowledge in those descriptions. Some are good, some are bad, but at least they'll point you kind of in the right direction.
It's a good starting point.
Yes.
What are items that people tend to think are worth a lot of money but aren't? I know my grandma has closets of plates, and I have a feeling they're not worth any money.
Collector plates, actually anything that has a collector's item in the description or anytime it says limited edition. For the most part, those items really aren't worth a whole heck of a lot. They're made as collector's pieces. They're made for people like, you know, my mother, your grandmother, to purchase and hold on to the hope that someday they'll be worth something. But for the most part, those Norman Rockwell plates really aren't worth a whole lot.
Oh man, bummer. So what are some things that people tend to overlook that are often worth more than what we think?
Always look at paintings and prints.
Really?
And picture frames. I've made pretty decent money just buying picture frames. Because some of them can be very valuable. Antique ones from late 1800s can be very pretty, but have been neglected for years. With a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of dusting, regilding perhaps, and you can make a very valuable frame. But paintings and prints, if you can look up the artist, you can find the artist, you can make a lot of money there because frankly, in any thrift store you're going to find dozens of paintings. Some not so good, some could be decent, but you've really got to do the research and look at it. You can find some amazing treasures that way.
Great. If nothing else, you can make more money on the frame.
Exactly.
Well, those are some great tips, James. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.
Thank you very much for having me.